I've always had a soft spot for Assassin's Creed, and with Mirage being the next official title in the series, we have a lot of details to go over that have just been officially revealed. You may have noticed that on the channel recently we've rounded up the rumours for Mirage, but now that it's officially confirmed, let's go over things and see what we got correct or not. And of course, do drop a like down below to show support if you do enjoy these videos, and subscribe for more content coming out for you guys on Assassin's Creed over the next few days. Definitely put in the comments what your favourite Assassin's Creed game of all time is. You may remember in a recent video I said that my controversial pick was Black Flag, and I was met with a lot of comments to my surprise saying that it was their favourite too, and it's not a controversial opinion. I'm super glad that people love Black Flag because I've always found it to be my favourite, but I always was of the impression that it was an unpopular opinion due to the backlash of the game around the time that it got launched. But either way, I'm super happy that people are actually enjoying it and that I'm not alone on that one. But anyway, let's jump into the new and official Mirage details. First up, of course, it's confirmed that Mirage is set in Baghdad as rumoured previously, and it's looking like a very vibrant and interesting place to explore as it's quite dense with a lot of people. The game will also be available in 2023, so it's possible that it's not too long of a wait unless it's aimed at the 3rd or 4th quarter of 2023. We'll have to wait and see on that, but in the meantime, this year will also have the last chapter of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so at least there's something. For platforms though, it will be on Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and PC. The game is also being led by Ubisoft Bordeaux, founded in 2017, and currently they have over 400 employees. We know that for Mirage, there is a focus on being a tribute to the early Assassin's Creed games, hence going back to Baghdad, which is in the same global region as the original Assassin's Creed game. It's going to be set in the year 861, in the 9th century, while Baghdad was a key place in the world for knowledge, art, innovation, science, commerce, and power. At this time, the city was a hub for many different cultures and religions, but also other focuses like arts. It's definitely sounding like quite a place to explore if they can pull this off. There'll be 4 districts to explore, from the industrial Kark to the gardens of the Round City. Very interestingly though, the city of Baghdad that we will be able to explore as the player in this 9th century setting was actually destroyed 5 centuries later in real life, so Ubisoft have recreated the city from documents, research, and other cities of that time period. So it's definitely going to be cool to see what they can come up with and recreate for this city of Baghdad during this time period. There's also going to be a much bigger focus on stealth, parkour, and assassinations. To me, this is a big win as I always loved the assassins part of Assassin's Creed. Stalking along the rooftops, stealthing through an enemy camp to get to your target, and taking out enemies in a variety of cool ways has always been a big part of the enjoyment of the series for me. So a larger focus on these different aspects will hopefully elevate the gameplay. We know that to complement the focus of stealth gameplay, we as the player will have more tools at our disposal such as mines and blow darts. For parkour, they've also sped up the movements of different actions so that you can feel more agile, as well as giving us new moves like a pole vault to cross larger gaps on the rooftops, and additionally, most of the assassination animations within the game will be new, more visceral and fast to match our main character Basim. Because that's right, Basim is confirmed as back. It's set 20 years before Valhalla. He is set to be the main protagonist of the game, and it's basically going to be a young Basim going from street thief to master assassin in Mirage. The game is being described as a narrative-driven action-adventure game, which is closer to what we experienced in the first Assassin's Creed games, so it will be more driven and linear than in the newer games of the series. Basim as a character has a tragic past and even gets nightmarish visions. However, he's also one of the most resourceful, efficient, and agile assassins in the whole history of the franchise, and because of this, he's going to have his very own unique ability. This ability will allow him to essentially slow down time to mark several targets, which he can then rapidly assassinate them at once. Basim will also have an eagle named Enkidu, and we as the player can use this eagle to get an aerial view and mark targets, which of course complements the focus on stealth gameplay. However, there's also going to be new archer enemy types that will focus on shooting our eagle companion, so when it comes to a mission, we can either focus on the archers first or go in blind without our eagle. For the story, so far we know of 2 characters. Basim is of course one of them, but there's also Roshan. This character will be Basim's mentor and is even shown in the trailer. Roshan is a strong character, loyal and honest, and someone who would protect the hidden ones at all costs. Interestingly though, Roshan will be voiced by the actress Shohreh Aghdashloo, who who you may recognize from many different TV shows, but also has been a voice actor in many video games of the past, such as Destiny 2, Mass Effect, and more. Within the game itself, we're also going to get to see some key moments of Alamut. This is the iconic fortress of the Hidden Ones, which during Mirage will be under construction, and this is the first time that it's featured in any Assassin's Creed game. In all honesty, to me, all of these details sound quite promising, especially the focus on going back to the core aspect of the Assassin's Creed games in the originals. So for me, this is definitely sounding super interesting, and I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you did find this video helpful or interesting, definitely click like, because it really does help support us. You can also subscribe for all the rest of the content that we have planned for you guys over the next days, and the 2 videos on screen now we think you might really enjoy if you enjoyed this one. You don't have to click, it's totally up to you, but if you do like the look of them or if you enjoyed this video, then these ones should be right up your street.